Being born with one red eye, I did not have the most pleasant of childhoods. You know what they say, children can be cruel. The end result being that I grew up determined to uncover the truth of the trade. Much and more yet remains beyond my knowing, but one thing is certain, the nearer I draw to the heart of the Crystal Tower, the more I am convinced that an important memory eludes me.
Kenekotine, it is good you are come. I have news you must be made aware of. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor for Ane, Doga, and Nero imprisoned in the Dark Realm.
Think back upon our last foray into Circus Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and awoke Emperor Xanda. But you, Kenekotine, you ensured he was laid to rest permanently. Yet the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with the terrible voidsent known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Doga and Ane labored to annul this contract, the entity reached through a rift and dragged the pair of them, and Nero, out of our realm.
Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Ane, Doga, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. The Crystal Tower still acts upon Emperor Xande's orders, and collects energy to open another void decay even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We have done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would open only for Ane and Doga, so too will the tower heed only those with the royal blood of Allah.
'Tis a most galling design. Granted, this was not always so vexatious, according to the elegant tombstone Nero presented us. During the golden age of Alec, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they hadn't such a technology, Amon and his underlings could never have controlled the Crystal Tower.
But we do not have either this art or any with royal blood. Every moment we wait, a vast rift through which the Cloud of Darkness can enter our realm threatens to open. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. We must seal the Crystal Tower, and annul Xande's covenant with the Dark Realm. If only breaking the latter would suffice. But then what of the energy building in the Crystal Tower? Without suppression, that power could discharge and cause a calamity like to the one that destroyed Alag. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our very world will fall before the might of this threat.
We know but one way out of this predicament: rescue those who can control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm, and seal the rift shut after them. And mercifully, not all our news is quite so bleak. 'Tis true we cannot stop the Void Gate from manifesting within the tower, but this can be to our benefit. We can use Circus's power for our own purposes, and create a portal to carry us into the Dark Realm.
We have heard this is possible from a man of the Thaumaturges Guild well versed in otherworldly matters. And with Master Garland working to create said portal, the final preparations are well underway. And here comes the man himself.
Kenekotine. Just the woman we need.
Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties privy to our strategy. And you, Master Garland, how fare your endeavors?
Quite well. The device is nearly ready, though attaching the damnable thing to Circus Tower took every ounce of ingenuity the Ironworks has got. But it should produce the energy we need. With just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift. I'm here to request your presence at the tower. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge at the 8 sentinels as guides. And do hurry, K-Nakotine. I'm sure you wouldn't miss another chance to save the world, would you?
Well, Sid certainly seems to have a firm hand on the helm. Shall we make our way to the Crystal Tower?
When the fog is thick, I wouldn't wander too far.
Has the chief filled you in on the plan, K-Nakotine? Opening up that void decay will be a real feat for the ironworks. But I'm worried about what comes afterwards. I have never heard of anyone going through a rift, let alone coming back. I don't relish the idea of getting stuck there ourselves.
K-Nakotine. I'll bet you're here to watch us pry open a rift between worlds, eh? We're almost ready. Circus Tower is full of engineers scurrying around and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power, and if a single coupling's off, well, boom. But it should be fine. Really. Anyway, you'd best wait at the top. The chief's there overseeing the whole operation.
My friends, you've arrived. I'm just waiting for my engineers to give the signal. Then, we'll see if we can open a gateway to another world. Is there something amiss, Rahat? Ah, Emperor Xanda's throne, how the mighty have fallen, eh? Once, it stood as a symbol of Alec's art and power. Now, it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if Alec civilization had lived on, and a just emperor still sat on that throne. How different would our history be, how much further would we have advanced? Unfortunately, there was no stopping Xanda and his ambition.
There were those who tried. Xanda's war of dominion left no one unscathed. Unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon the people, warriors young and brave took up the sword against Alec. These men and women became as beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light in our age. But all this merely hastened the destruction. Just as they moved towards Alec's heart for the kill, Xanda lashed out in anger and frustration, as trapped beasts are wont to do. In his desperation, Xanda desired that a great rift be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power held within Dalamud be emptied into Circus Tower at once. The act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. Circus was swallowed by the very earth upon which it once stood.
The fourth umbral calamity. I'd learned of its cause from Ane and Doga. I had no idea that rebellion incited Xanda to rashness, though. Your knowledge of Allagan history is astounding, Rahat. Why, a man could study for 2 lifetimes and only learn half of what you know.
Mayhap. 'Tis strange, though, I cannot seem to remember where I learned such things.
Yes? Biggs, are you ready?
Ready and raring to open up that void decay, Chief. We reckon when this machine's up and running, she'll be able to float 5 airships the size of the Agrias. So just give us the word, and we'll start channeling energy into the tower.
Good. Then let's get started. Our preparations are complete. Everyone, step away from the throne. All right, let's see what this machine can do. Now, Biggs.
A rift to the world of darkness, as Ane called it. Splendid work, Master Garland.
We can't break out the mead just yet. The tough part's still ahead. We've broken into the Dark Realm, but the gate's not all that stable. It won't stay open forever, and only a few can use it. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the Void Gate stays open.
As will the sons of Saint Konak. This rift is our sole path to salvation. If it closes, we are all truly lost. Which leaves Kenekotine. My friend, 'tis a heavy burden I must task you with, but there are none more able. Pray lead the adventurers beyond the rift. I do not know what awaits you, save the cloud of darkness and our 3 comrades. But you must go, for the fate of our world now rests upon your shoulders. This is our only gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. It will be no small feat to return after you have passed beyond the rift. Make certain you are prepared before leaving.
Might I have a moment of your time, Kanekotine? There is a matter of import we must needs discuss ere you leave. Kaneko team, I wish to speak to you about my eye. As you are no doubt aware, 'tis a trade seen only amongst Allagan royalty. Long I have pondered why such is my inheritance. The sanguine hue must have some bearing upon my destiny, this much Doka himself admitted. But what? In truth, the more I learn of the Crystal Tower, the less I am myself. Somehow, meeting those two clones has wrought great change in me. I am consumed with remembering something. Something ancient, but ever so important. And my father's words echo in my mind, the self-same ones his father told him, the truth of our eye rests with Alec. Mayhap what I wish to remember and these words are related. Mayhap not. But I know I must learn the truth that history hides from me. I would see this journey, our journey, through to the very end with mine own two eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. You have my thanks, my friend. Now, let us venture into the world of darkness, to save our comrades and our realm.
spy with my giant eye. Hooray for the hunt. Fleet and rough consumed. Let us take the measure of your soul. Round and round the hand does go bucking and slaughter. No pretty note. Deaths and grace omens. How much are you worth, I wonder? My fate is grown dark before my eyes.
void shall consume all that is. Darkness take you all. In darkness, all is as one. Be you hope or despair, everything is mine to devour. You cannot overcome what does not exist. Of darkness I am born, and to darkness I shall return.
Where in the seven hells are they? Without them to stem the energy in the tower, our defeat of the Cloud Aids are cause little. Doga. Ane. Can you hear me? Nero.
Must you be so infernally loud? Are you so keen to attract more void scent?
Though I don't blame you for missing my company.
Thank the 12. Are you all right?
As all right as can be expected. Ani has simply passed out.
Nero, by the gods. What's happened to you?
Alas, his wounds were too deep, and allowed this foul place entry to his body. Now, the darkness claws at the ether of his very form. Would that we could have protected him. The cloud of darkness was bound by Zandi's unholy covenant to bring prosperity to Allegan royalty. The same blood that sealed this contract gives us a measure of protection. I say a measure, for this vow does not protect us from other void scent. The cloud imprisoned us here precisely to unleash fiends upon us. We would be dead had Nero not defended us so valiantly.
Mistake not my actions for kindness. I have use for you yet in Aordia. And simply couldn't let harm befall you here.
WH where?
Ani. You are safe, our friends have come for us.
Have they? Then perhaps, Doga, there is yet hope we may fulfill our purpose. Mortals. You have dared to challenge me, and now must feel my wrath. Did you think to destroy me in my realm? Here, I am eternal. I will smother your light and entomb your bones amongst my shadows.
Are we truly so powerless here?
As long as we fight the cloud in this realm, I fear so. And yet, though we may not be able to destroy it, this may be our chance to stop it. If we strike now whilst the cloud can barely hold her form, mayhap we can sever Zandi's covenant.
Yes, and raise the bridge between the Crystal Tower and this foul place once and for all. Kanekoteen, Graha, you must flee.
You and Doga mean to stay here? 'Tis madness. You must return with us. No one but you can save the world from the threat of the Crystal Tower.
What is this trickery? Your blood. You too gain protection from Xanda's blood. Grahatia. You are possessed of royal blood. That is why the royal eye runs in your line. 'Tis a gift you have inherited. Graha, you have been granted authority over the Crystal Tower.
I had thought time would consume all of Alag that was. That a man should still live with his forebears' blood in this age can be no coincidence. Some person must have planted this gift in your line, and used the highest of Allagan technology to do so. True, the Crystal Tower is not like to recognize you as Allagan, not as you are now. But your royal eye bespeaks a simple truth: within you dwells one feeble glitter that will illuminate all, the light of hope.
But, how should I use this light? Pray, tell me.
You must gain control of the Crystal Tower. We will share our blood with you, Graha. Though its effects will be but ephemeral, it will bolster the Allagan presence within you.
This is our gift to you, that you may fulfill your destiny. All with the royal eye are bound by fate to Allan. Our part in this journey is to bury Zandi's dark ambitions in the past. This was the true Ani and Doga's purpose, one we have carried into the future. Know that as long as this light of hope survives in you, our souls will still remain, even if our bodies are lost. You must leave us as well, Nero. I am sorry we could not live up to your expectations.
I must return to you what is yours, though. You dropped it whilst defending us. What you seek by this instrument may not be possible, Nero. But do not give up. There are many other paths that await you.
Of course they do.
Doga, Ane, I thank you. We shall never forget you. Now, Kanekotine, Nero, let us quit this place.
You shall not escape me, impudent children of light. No, you shall not escape us. Here, Xanda's blood-stained dreams of glory end.
There. The glint of light. It grows faint. Then the bridge between realms grows fragile by the Covenant's annulment. If that light dies, we are stranded here. Hurry. Nero, no. You must move.
Leave me. I don't need you. If I die here, it'll be because I bloody well decided to. I failed to master darkness. I'll not suffer watching a green boy master the tower. Do what you will with it. But remember me, son of Alec. I am Nero Tolskavar, the man who'll yet outdo Alec and Garland.
That was what you hoped to.
Go, damn you. Must move onwards. This is not where I come to rest. But how did, so those damn clones did it, after all. Now, onwards. Alright.
You owe me, Nero.
The hells I do.
You are returned unharmed, thank the gods.
When that void gate started to close, I had never felt so powerless in all my life.
We were running about like madmen, trying to keep the gate open, and then the chief actually went and dived in. But if you were also, HM.
Where are Ani and Doga? They are not.
I see. I will miss the two of them dearly, but I am happy they fulfilled their purpose. We who live on must still attend to the Crystal Tower, though we now have no one able to seal it.
That is not true, my friend. Ane and Doga have entrusted me with their blood. I can now control the Crystal Tower.
Graha. Yes, I can see it in your eyes. Good. Then let us put an end to this, and seal away the tower.
I understand your instinct, Rammbroes, but please, give us a moment to rest. I am weary to the bone, and Nero and Kanekotine are both emerged from long battle.
Of course, you have the right of it. Come, we shall leave this place for a spell, and repair to Saint Connacht's find.
No one but you could have succeeded in the world of darkness, Kanekotine. Would that I could have been of more use beyond the rift. As it stands, I was but a vessel for Doga and Ane's blood. Have I remembered what I wished to? Yes, something has come back to me. Gaining royal blood and witnessing true bravery has reminded me of my forebears' dearest wish. But we need not speak of these things now. It was not my place to keep you. Pray go on ahead of me, there is something small I would do before I return. I could not have asked for a better comrade. If only I could have been a part of your adventures for longer, Kanekotine. Alas, fate dictates I have a different role to play. A wish hidden for millennia, and brought to light by the good people of Noah. Now, finally, 'tis my time to see it realized.
No matter how many other clones are still out there, our Ane and Doga were special. I'm going to miss them.
I'll tell you, that rift started closing up fast. Waiting for you three to pop out was the tensest few moments of my life.
Nero never would have made it back without you, Kanekotine, and for that you have my thanks. I doubt he will hatch any more dastardly schemes for the present. He owes me his life, after all. When the fog is thick, I wouldn't wander too far.
I cannot express how glad I am you returned safely, Kanekotine, and with the means to dispel the threat of the Crystal Tower for good. Rest if you will, and then let us free ourselves from the spectre of the Elegance.